Now our home page has been completed and we want to work on the details page. In the details page, what we want to do is we want to display all the details of the product and we want to show them a button to add to cart if they like the product. So let's design that page. Along with that, I also want one functionality that if a product is already in the shopping cart, I want to display that product exists in the cart, or you want to remove that product rather than displaying add to cart button again or hiding that button. So that being said, if we just have one product as the model, that will not work because we need a Boolean flag that will say whether this product is already in shopping cart or not. We have not implemented shopping cart or session right now, but we need that Boolean flag with the product model. Since we do not have a model that we can bind to the details view, we need to create a view model. So let's stop the application and we'll go back to our view models. We'll right click, add a new model. We'll call this details view model. In here, we will have the individual product. So we'll do prop product and we'll call this as product as well. Next thing that we want is a Boolean flag. So prop Boolean and we'll just say exists in cart. By default, this will be empty. Now here, what you can do is in the view model, if you do CTOR, right here you can say product is equal to new product. That way you do not have to do this inside the consuming controller, and when you get a details view model, it will automatically initialize product to a new object. Because of that, you won't see error message if you forget this step in the controller. So that's a good step that you should follow. We'll close this and we need to create a details action method inside the home controller. So what we'll do here is we'll have public iActionResult. Let me call this details. Now if you go to the individual product cart, inside the details action, we are passing the ID. So right here, we will receive an ID integer and we need to get that product from the database based on this ID. So first thing, we need a details view model is equal to new, and we have the details view model. Right here, we will set the product. So we'll say _db.product. And here we want to include the category as well as the application type. So we'll say U goes to category and we'll include one more time for U goes to U.application type. Once we have included that, then we want the product based on the ID that we receive in parameters. So right here, we can say .where and we'll say U goes to U.id is equal to the ID. Once we receive that, with the where clause, you have the error message because if you see, it says cannot convert from link queryable to individual product. The reason is where clause can return more than one record, but the product here is only a single object. So for that, you can use first.default here to make sure that even though it returns more than one record, we will assign only the first record to the product. That being said, with the condition that we have, it should always return only one product, or if the ID is invalid, it will return no products at all. So after that where condition, we have the exist in cart. For now, let's assign this to false. We will create the session and then we'll manipulate this in more details. Right here, we'll also say details view model. There we go. And we'll return to the view with this view model. So we'll write here details view model. So with this, our action method to get all the details view model is complete. In the next video, let's add the details view and configure what we see on the screen.